All right, folks, so brothers, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to do a combo. One of the things I'm going to do is going to show how to figure out what car to get on Turo or to put on Turo, to buy for Turo, as well as I'm going to set up my wife with her own Turo account using her Mercedes so that she can be involved in how the business works and getting some money put in her bank account, having a direct correlation between the effort she's making helping me to get these cars cleaned and turned, dropped off and picked up, and also be able to get some money, help her see the value of turning a liability into an asset. So we're going to start by going to Turo.com, and I'm going to show you as quickly as I can how to get an idea of some of the things you'll need to be able to make a decision on Turo, as far even down to what payment plan to get with them, so that you can maximize how much money you make, how much money they make, and so forth. Also, we're going to be able to, I'm going to show you from setup from the beginning to end about how to set up your account, where to get the stuff to put in there, how to make it make sense, and how to maximize your car on the platform and be able to go to where we want to. So hopefully, I'm hoping this is the beginning of a series. I'm going to set the wife up, and hopefully, and my hope is to get some cars, put it on her side of the action, so she can see that business, be able to put some money in her bank account. Watch her show her how a car, which typically everybody says is a liability, can become an asset, right? So if you don't know me or you haven't followed me before, but this thumbnail was interesting, you're like, hey, let's see what's going on. My goal is to, on this particular one, is to show you how to start your Turo business, how to begin everything, set everything up, put everything in there in the system. So stay with me, and if this video adds value, I'd love to be. I'm trying to build a community. My goal would be love to be able to be monetized. I'd love to be able to show 1,000 people minimum subscribing and get these 4,000 watch hours. So if you love the video, if it makes sense to you, if it helps you, please share it. Please subscribe, and please put likes on there, because then it gets the video showing. So it would mean a lot to me to do that. And then also you're going to be able to see how we as men make sure our wives are okay, and also that they understand what we're doing. And, as we're building business, being entrepreneurs, we're trying to get different streams of income. I think sometimes the lack of communication might be the thing that causes us a lot of stress. And so my hope is to motivate my brothers to let's see if you can do that for your wife. You got some extra money sitting around, and instead of letting it be in the bank, inflation making it negative, and that interest rate is garbage. You take that money out, you make a wise, data-filled decision on what car to get. You figure out what works for your marketplace. You put that car to work. You put the money in your wife's account, and so you're gonna get. You may get some peace in your household simply just by doing that, right? And so that's my goal. That's my hope, is that I can bless one of my brothers with the inspiration to be able to do something like this. Even if you want to do it for a daughter, to be able to show them how everything should be working, that liabilities are not a thing, and we can turn liabilities into assets, right? We can turn an asset thing that people have been calling depreciating asset. This thing, cars depreciate. You drive off the lot, drop $10,000, right? Exaggeration, but it went down in value. Try to go back the next day and say, I want to return this car. They're like, hey, you're gonna have to pay less for that, all right? And so we want to turn something like that, that's typically a liability, into an asset, right? And so let's do this. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to Turo, and then you want to get this extension. It's a extension that you get from Chrome. It's a Chrome extension, and it's called Turrex Explorer. And their goal is to show you the business. They're putting everybody's business out there, so it's going to show you, as you see, it's going to show you what other people are in the marketplace for Turo, how they're doing it, what kind of plan they have, how much money they're making, what kind of cars they have, such like that, which is something that's very important. You need to do that, right? So let's say you're sitting down with your son or your daughter, or sitting down with your wife, and you're like, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is how I came to the decision I made. Then you'll have that information here. So let's get started. So you start off, you put in where I'm going to do Atlanta, Georgia. My brother's in Atlanta, Georgia, and my goal is to drop some cars off in Atlanta, Georgia, so that his wife and his daughter can maximize his business, make some money for me, make some money for them. And so I'm using Atlanta, Georgia as an example. I put in a time frame. I've been messing around with putting it earlier, but I'm just going to use the 3-day right here in the most current time period and just see what the marketplace says. Ideally, my goal is to do economy cars. And so as we do some filters here, I'm going to filter just for all-star hosts, right? The regular guy out there, the onesie, twosie car guy, is really not going to give us enough data or more precise data that we need. They're trying to figure it out, right? They're probably smart like everybody else, but if I've got a all-star host out there, this is somebody that's been in the business, understands the value of giving good customer service, and so therefore using them and their cars as an example of what to do or what not to do is probably better. So that's why I use that filter there. And then if we go down, I'm going to go down to years. And so we don't care what the makes, we're going to figure it out. So what I would like to do is I'm going to go from all the way up to 2000 and let's say 2016, right? Typically, I've got my wholesale dealer's license, and so I go to auctions to get my cars. I'm not buying it on the street. And so typically, to make the math work, you want to stick somewhere between 2012, 2016. But if you're a big baller, do 2018, 2019, you're looking at 10, 12, $13,000 if you're doing it the way I'm doing it. And that's cool. That's how you want to do it. There's less stress. The car is going to be, great shape. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So yeah, definitely that is an option. But for this, I'm trying to get the regular guy to get started. Typically, you can probably get a car a little more cost effective in these years. And so that's why I'm going to use that as an example, go apples for apples, when we look at the marketplace. All right, so it's going to go in there and do a search. I'm going to do this Turrex Explorer, and then you're going to start. I have a video where it shows how to go through the whole process. So if you're not familiar with it, I can, just call me, text me, whatever it is, I'll help you. But it's pretty straightforward. There's explanations about it everywhere, but I think I do have a video that shows you how to get it. So you do the start recording, you X out of there, then you go back, you've got your filters in there, you've got the cars you want, and then let's see here. I'm hoping they put my filters in there. All right, so I didn't save it. Okay, so we want that one, and then, yep, okay, yes, great, thank you. And then we go down to our years, and we're going to go all the way up to, let's say, 2016. And then we're going to go down there. Yes, okay, thank you. And then we're going to go down to the bottom. Okay, perfect. All right. It looks like it has, so we're going to hit the view. So that's how we get it to go to those. Okay, so we got the view there. And we go to Turrex Explorer again. And I'm going to clear this out just so we can start over here. Stop recording. Start recording. X out of here. Go back. We have our filters in there. We got 200 plus cars. And so you just do a pull down here to get to this search area. You click on the search the area, and then all of a sudden, and then your Turrex Explorer is going to fill up. And then what I do is I pay $14.99 a month so I can get this enriched vehicle data. Now this is going to be live. I'm trying not to go crazy. I'm just going to show you. It's going to take a little bit to get through there. It's got 163 cars on there. And so this enriched vehicle data, we may not want to stay through this, but I love the fact that you can see the whole process. So if you hang in there with me, it might take about 4, 5, 6 minutes for it to fill in all these cars. You're seeing it's enriching the data. But what the data does is I'm going to, let me move this thing out of the way here. I'm going to show you how you look at this so that you know. So what the enriched data does, it allows you to be able to see some inside the house information, right? So I'm gonna go. I don't need to know what I can tell what make it is. So I'm gonna go all the way over here so I can see all the lanes, all the lines that show all the information, right? So if you go up to the top here, it's gonna show you the make of the car and the model of the car. Then it's gonna give you the gross 30. Gross 30 is really what we're looking for, and we're also looking for this plan one here, right? So let me go down, slide over. I don't need to know what make it is. I can tell. I know what make it is based on the model. So we move over a little bit so we get a little more room there. All right. Hopefully this is helping you all, gentlemen. But this is very, very, very important. It's very, very important that you have data, especially if you've got a wife that's all in your business and wants to make sure that you're still working out your trust issues, or you still want to bless them, but you still want to make sure that they understand where you're coming from, where the Holy Spirit's leading you, where you're getting your wisdom from. And so I love this because $14.99 you get to be able to show them credible. You get to enrich imagine you're showing this to your son, your daughter, and your kids, being able to show them where you get information, what they should do, how they should get data. And so here we are. And so it's enriching 56,163. But basically, because of this $14.99 a month, I get to see You must invest in your business. I'm sorry. Poverty mentality is not going to work out. You must invest in your business. You got to spend money to make money. And also, if you just perspective, instead of just look at what it costs you, look what it's going to gain you, right? So for $14.9 a month, if you're a guy that numbers cruncher, monetize, multiply for the whole year, figure what that is out, and then say, okay, so this is how much it's going to cost me for the year, and then, but what kind of benefits going to reap me? It's going to reap you being able to buy cars or have a car that you have. Let's say it's just $15, right? 15 times 12 is $180. So for $180 investment, at all times as you seek to as you get the Turo bug, you want to add cars and keep going. You're going to be able to get in here, get the live data, and be able to show. So one of the things while it's filling up, let me show you the benefit of this $14.99 or this. I don't have an affiliate program. I just do this because I love y'all. If I had an affiliate one, I definitely try to put it on there because we love to bless each other. But I'm picking. This is just Turrex Explorer, just perfect. It just makes so much sense. And so many people have asked me, how do I get started? What cars do I choose? And so I would love to be able to help you to see that. How you can do data research for yourself. If you're in Georgia, how do you do it? All right. Also, I had a question. People were asking me about. They may be in a rural area. Gentlemen, I need you to understand something. That it is all about using wisdom and understanding. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Get started. Okay. Yeah, you're maybe in an area where Turo is not going to be ideal, but if let's say you're in some small part of Georgia, right? But Atlanta's like a little ways down the road from you. You're not gonna be doing airport runs over that. Do your math, do the research, find out what car would work in the Atlanta marketplace as an example, and then find and reach out to a co-host, somebody that's already got some cars, got a fleet that you can trust, that you like, you get along with, and then give the car to them. So then they're gonna charge you a management fee, whatever Typically it's 35 to 40% depending on how many cars you give them. And then now you have a car at work, so you're gonna make 60% plus. You probably got monthly costs as far as like insurance, stuff like that. So let's say for me, it's I do 40% management fee, 35% if you got more than one car with me, and then there's $150 a month that comes off. I get 40% of the gross, and $150 comes off of your the rest of it because I have the insurance, the car wash for the prep and delivery, and tracking, things like that. So we take that off of there, and then the rest of it is going to go to you. But that's money you weren't making before, and so even if it becomes let's say, and again, my goal, I'm $1,000 a month car guy. I fine tune my skill set to be able to find cars that make at least $1,000 a month, right? And so that's what we want. So my goal is 1,000 cars in this country that make $1,000 at work for me, right? How I do that, we can talk about that, but that's the goal, right? And so look, all the data has been enriched, right? So it's done. And so again, gross 30 is going to be what the car made in the 30 days. Gross 365 is what the car made for the year. So if it's an in-between number here, it's not a full number, then you just go over here and look what the gross is. Obviously it's going to be, the gross can only be through gross 365. It's on October 5th today, 2023. If you're watching this in 2025. But this is going to be year to date, right? And so you can look and see what the car is doing year to date. And so then we're going to go over here. We're going to hit this model. All right, you can see here it's got to the right. And so this is going to give you an idea, cumulative here, of what's going on. So we got Camrys, we got Corollas. All right, again, I'm economy class. I'm ignoring Corvettes and all that kind of stuff. It's nothing to do with me. We got an Elantra. I love Elantras. I've got a video about how the Elantra's done well by me. So let's use this Elantra's example. So Elantra is a 2011 GLS Elantra, right? It started, he put it to work August 14th, 2023. That's when this car started to work, right? It's 4133, looks like it's the daily average. 22 days, it looks like what this rented out at. And it's got $813 on a 75% plan. So 813 is the year to date because he just started, right? So so that's where it's at. That's why that is. So again, if you don't see a big number here, just look at the big number for the year, and then you'll be able to tell. Maybe just we just said August, September, October. September was very slow. So I had some business on the books from pre-bookings, but it was not. It wasn't like every day somebody's popping in like usual. Right? My utilization was still really good. All my cars were gone, but it was not like, oh my God, popping. So so you may not have a high number here. But again, if you're looking at this here, we got the Elantra, $813 a month, right? Yeah, 2011. What could that car have cost, right? My hope is to do a video one day where I show you guys where I go into the auction thing, auction sites that I've been signed up for because I'm a dealer, and then be able to show you some of the math, right? But 2011 Hyundai Elantra making $813 in a month, and this is on a 75% plan. So what does that mean? 75% plan, please, for those that are not in the business, like so. So in Turo, based on how much money you give them, they have a deductible associated with it. If something happens to the car, you know, you had to file a claim, then that's deductible, just like regular insurance, right? But so they start off with the 60% plan where they get 40, you get 60, is no deductible. Then we have the 75% plan. Obviously, they get 25, you get 75. There's a $250 deductible, right? And the reason that this is important is because that means that so they're making $813 this month or a month on this 2011 Elantra, and they're giving 25% of the income. This is after you paid Turo. They're making $813 on this a month on this car, and they're on the 75%. They've given 25% to Turo. So I mean that's a performer right there. Okay, that's a performing car. And so when you look at this, just look at that number and see both, right? So here we got a Ford Focus, 2016 white Ford Focus, $829 a month. It's made almost $8,000 for you. That's probably more than that car costs, okay, or close to it, right? And in a year. Now, when did they set it up? They set it up in 2022. So this car probably has already paid for itself and is on the upside, right? And this is what we want to do. This is the opportunity we have. Look at this car. Here's a Forte, a 2015 Forte. Has like $1,041 a month. It's on the 9% plan. So that's the thing, Joe. So you got to watch and see. Now, 9% plan, although beautiful as far as income, is risky as heck if a claim comes up. Like a little thing where they scratch your car. You know, I had 2 claims in the last few days, but you know, because Holy Spirit got a hold of me and told me adjust your plan off the 90s, and I was doing my research, and everybody's doing a 75 for the most part. I put those cars on 75 at a $250 deductible, and I'm okay with that. If my worst case scenario, if the client doesn't pay, and Turo's got to do it for me, then I got $250 deductible, right? So again, keep in mind that if something happens to your vehicle, a claim that's in between it being totaled, whatever plan you're on, that's what they're going to. That's what Turo is going to do. If the client doesn't want to pay for it, or you got to have Turo do the part for you, do hard work for you, then they're going to do, for example, 75%. They're going to do a $250 deductible after the claim. We're going to figure out what the claim is going to cost, and then they're going to give you $250 off of whatever that amount they pay you. So you got to be careful with that. So 90% plan, you got a $2,500 deductible here. So if somebody scratches your car and makes it not look pretty anymore, you're probably going to be paying out of pocket for that. You're not going to get $2,500 from anybody. I mean, you're not going to get much money because it's probably not going to be a claim that's $10,000. If it's wrecked, then that's fine. But typically, the stuff that's in between that may cause your car not to be as pretty as it needs to be, you want to make sure you can address that. So, but he's doing 90%, so that means they're only giving Turo 10%. And they're making $1,041 on this 2015 Forte, right? And so that's the math you want to look at this one. This one is on the 90% plan again. This one's on the 90% plan again, right? So you got to look at that. So this one's on what? The 75% plan is making, this one's at $220. So this was just started when it started, 12/27/2022. So just got in the game, right? And let's see, I don't know how many days they went to that one. 4 days. So it's not like active. I think they might just doing that part-time, right? But if we keep down here, keep looking. This is i8, beautiful. There you go. I love that. All right, so Mazdas, then the Model X. We love our Tesla. Optimus, right? Look at this beautiful thing. 2015 LX, $943 for the month, $67.56 for the year. It started in February. February put this car to work, right? February put the car to work, and it's on the 75% plan. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. All right, so based on that, you figure out what you do. You say, okay, this is the kind of car I'm going to get. Sonatas. Don't let me start on Sonatas. I love this freaking car. All right, look at this car. Sonata, 2013 Sonata. Come on. GLS. Okay. $947. It started to work in June 28th. Okay, you started this thing almost July. It's already made $2,700. I'll do the math on that. Okay, $947 for the month. Here's another one. Started in June. Okay, it's a 2014. I'm not mad at anybody. You're a big baller. Do your big baller. It's about math for me. It's about turning turning cash on cash return, right? And so if I can put $7,000 and make me, $1,000 a month, $1,100 a month, then that's good math for me, right? I don't need a G-Wagon. I mean, again, I'm jealous. I wish I could put some G-Wagons out there, but I really don't, because if it's on a downtime, G-Wagon is not going to help me out. I'm stressing out. But I like putting Hondas out there, and I like putting the Fords out there. I like putting the Toyotas out there and the Nissans out there, because again, it's a math problem for me, right? And I want it to be a math problem for you. All right, so I'm pretty certain this person's probably doing airport delivery. Don't get it twisted. I mean, you're not going to get if you just want to. I would say to get started, if you're just trying to figure this all out, if it's your wife's car, your kid, you bought some money, took the money out of your kid's college fund, and you're gonna you see the math, you're very good on accounting, and so you know the detail, you know about maintenance and all that stuff like that, and the math works, and you're buying your kid a car to put to work and showing the kid and showing the youngster how this all business works, then you literally can just buy your house. You're not gonna get rich off. They got a gal in Dallas. She does really well. She's got 30 cars. She has no airport delivery. She doesn't live to anybody's house. They just come to her, and she's doing big things, right? Look her up on Turo. Aubrey Janik. All right, look her up. So she's doing big things in Dallas. Simply just cash cars, driving them at our house. Not our house. She's just down the street, but home delivery only, home pickup only, right? So you can start there again. If you're just trying to see the business, you're just trying to understand the numbers, how they make sense for you, where you're at. Just do that. But if you're a go-getter, and you got somebody that can help you, drop that car off the airport and charge an airport fee, and then pick it up, bring it back, and keep it going again, right? And so you can do that. Just to get started, what is this? A Sonata. Come on now, this dude right here, I love this guy. 2016 Hyundai Sonata, making $1,500 on the 75% plan, $9,200. Come on, man. What could that car have cost him? Come on, Jesus. So, hopefully this is helping you. I'm staying here a little longer because, again, this is what it comes down to, right? So you were looking, we're seeing again, $14.99. I don't have no affiliate or anything. I'm just doing it because I love y'all. Gross 365. You can see the gross 30. You can see the gross 365. This is how busy it is in the 30. There's 28 days, right? What is that? Look at that big ball, my favorite car down here. How much does this bad boy make? How many days is that one rented? 1,500. And then also keep in mind, people, you can buy a car and give it to your friendly Uber guy, and it's gonna get wrecked. I mean, it's not gonna be pretty, but they're gonna put some mileage on it, buy a cost-effective car. Somebody may just need a car to run around, and so you just put that car to work, get $250 a week. They're charging them for all kinds of crazy money for it right now, and it's got all kinds of fees and stuff associated with. You get a guy, give him, he pays you $250 a week for the car. He's gonna put some mileage on it. You're just maintaining it every 3 months. You can change the gas. Change the oil. Excuse me. And then you got $1,000 car coming in there, and it's out there working, and it's blessing somebody. So many options, right? But what is this? Busy day. So 30 days. 30 days and 48. This is a big baller right here. $48 he's getting a day, and then 30 days. He put that car to work. He probably got rented for a full month or so, and that's why it was a good month right there for me. They come and they go, I'll take the car for a whole month. Come on, let's do it. All right, so that's right. So this has got the daily rate. This has got the how many days it was rented for the month. This has got to be how much is made for the month, how much money cleared. This is how much is done so far for the year. This one was been out there since 8/4/2021, so the 4 series, and it's at $10,000, right? Also, I was thinking about it the other day. It's like I remember when I first started, I kept buying cars, and I'd always be upside down, and I'm like, I'd be done with the car, and I go to return it, and then they're like, the car's only worth blah blah blah, and you're into it for blah blah blah. So now you got to take that little difference, that deficit. If you don't know what that means, it's like, let's say you buy a car, you buy it brand new for $25,000, you're driving it around, and then you had it for a couple of years, 3 years, you go return it, you still got like $20,000 left on the payment, on the how much you owe on the financing, and then they go, car's only worth 14, so then now you got like $6,000 worth of upside down, right? So what are we gonna do with that? You want to get a new car? Now they take the $6,000, they roll into the next car. Now you got to pay higher payment. You're paying for upside down until you get out of that loop, until you get your money right. So you start buying cash, instead of buying used cars, instead of buying new cars. But if you're that guy, as I used to be that guy, I was just looking at the numbers on my Camry. And that Camry made me $10,000 last year, and then it's on the way to making more than that this year. Any upside down that I had, I gotta tell you, it's gone. Okay, in the math world, right? It's gone because that thing generated cash to cover upside down. So even if you're the guy that gets mad about the fact that you're upside down in a car and you don't necessarily want to be the Turo host of the year, put the car to work, and so that you can get that math right. If it makes money, then that upside down is eaten away. So you just go, okay, I paid 20 for it. All right, I'm into it for 15. They're only going to give me 10, but I made 5 on Turo. Come on, Jesus. All right. So anyway, there's where we're at. So then, so that's where that is. And then now, I'm gonna get out of here. Stop this recording. Get out of there. Hopefully you get it. Any questions? Just email me. Reach out to me. Put something in the comments. Again, I love y'all, man. I have one desire. I don't care about the monetization. I mean, I love them. I'll take the income because I love what I do. However, it's just about the accomplishment of getting 1,000 plus subscribers and getting the hours in. That means that people see value in what I'm doing. Also, and that also they're watching it for a period of time. That means that again, it's adding value, right? And so let's go now to adding a car. So again, I had the 2016 CLA on my account, putting it to work. The wife was helping me wash and clean, dropping off with all the other cars that she helps me, and just supposed to put in my heart that's put that car, it was her car anyway. And she was just she wanted to do the math right. She's like, man, this thing's cost us money. And so I keep telling her, let's do it. And so we put it on their cars like gang, but they love that car. I mean, that car made a bunch of money, right? And so now I'm just gonna put it on hers, get that money, $1,100-$1,200 a month. She'll see that coming into her account. She's gonna make a car payment, insurance, stuff like that. But so all the math makes sense. But then she'll have some money left over to be able to do what she needs to do. But she's gonna be able to see a direct correlation between this business and making the money and turn liabilities into assets, liabilities and assets, liability and assets, right? And so it says become a host. All right, I'm doing this live. I'm gonna have to text the wife. And I don't know if I'm supposed to put some information in here. I'll put in as much as I can. All right, become a host, get started. All right, and then we're gonna put in a number here. I'm gonna have to block it out, I guess, but. All right, we're gonna have to. So we're gonna start. They want to start off with. Let the wife know. I'm about to text her. They're gonna give her a little thing, a code you got to put in there. And so she's got to send it back to me. Again, we're doing this live, but let's figure this out here. All right. All right, and so then we're just gonna go and we're gonna hit continue. Is it a different one? You can't just send a number to that. All right, so okay, let's go at this again. All right, so welcome to Turo. We're gonna try to become a host, and we're gonna go with let's see, continue with email. We're gonna put everybody's information in there. Password in there. Okay, I agree. We're gonna sign up. Let's get started. All right, list in your car. So ready, set, list. This will take about 10 minutes, and we'll need license plate, photo of your car. Beautiful thing. All right, let's do this. Okay. So you gotta prepare. You gotta have all this information, and so I'm hoping I got all the information. Let's go start. Okay, and so then where's your car located? We are San Diego, California. And got the address in there. And just confirm location. All right, enter the VIN number. I might have to block all this stuff out, but whatever. All right, so let's see here. Photos, got a VIN number in there. I was looking at it earlier. VIN number, okay. All right, so we're gonna have to put, it's the wife over there trying to see if I'm gonna need anything. While I set up her account, I told her I was setting up her account. I was gonna try to text her something, but it didn't go down that way. So we're gonna be all right. I gave her a special ring so that I always know when it's her. It's a good thing. It's a car thing, right? It just makes it appropriate, right? So car revving um, tone, so I know it's her. All right, distance. Okay, so we're gonna go. Oh, so it's trying to say how many miles the car has on it. Blah blah blah. I think it's right there. All right, transmission's automatic. Vehicle history. Yes, speed everything. Okay, perfect. There we go. We're doing this right. We're doing this right. Okay, great. Let's do it. All right. So what we got going on here? Is everything good? Everything good? It's thinking. It's thinking. Nice. All right. Good thing. So we're gonna get in there. And so I did some prep work because I've been through this. It's a nightmare. If you're not prepared, where you got to come up with descriptions, you got to get photos, and you don't want to, you want to start off right, right? All right, profile photo. Don't worry about it. We'll just do. We'll worry about that later. Use Facebook photo or upload a photo. Oh, sweet Jesus. What do we got? Nope, don't want to use a Facebook photo. Get out of there. Upload a photo. What are we gonna use? Let's find some pictures. Just put something up there. Who cares? I don't know what that is. All right, let's get out of there. Desktop. All right, let's find some photos. I got some cool photos somewhere. All right, let's see here. We don't do that. Pause this for a second. All right, perfect. All right, that's right. So I need a photo, right? So we're gonna upload a photo. It's gonna have to be a photo of both of us because, in case they see us, they'll be like, "Hey, who's that?" So I got a photo of both of us in there, so we can use for my wife's profile. Because typically, I mean, I'm gonna be doing the heavy lifting. She's been a great help, but if she's not here around, then I want to make sure they don't freak out when they see me and not her, right? All right, so okay, let's see here. Come on now, let's see what we got going on here. Interesting, we don't memorize numbers. All right, get important there. So where do we go next? And we go into there. All right, codes come in. Oh, okay, got a code coming. Let her know, we're doing this live. All right, code's coming. There we go. Okay. All right, let's love y'all. Appreciate you again. If this is adding value, please help a brother out. Help me to be able to make my wife proud of me, and then go from there. So I'm gonna put all this information in. Let me pause that, and then we'll go from there. All right, so you got to put in your driver's license information, all that stuff like that. And then now you're going to go for your goals. And so let's see, our goals. What are our goals? This is a very important. So, gentlemen, so if you're going, you got to make a choice. I think I know that they must do something because they keep asking the questions about, to what extent you're going to be committed to this thing here. So, again, if you're doing temporary, do answer temporary. But I'm going to go for it all board that this car is 100% being used for Turo. All right, so the question is, what is your primary financial goal for sharing this on Turo? And we want to build a primary source of income. Let's do that. Let's go for it, right? So that way they know that little algorithm's like, yeah, rent that car, look out for that. Build that loyalty. How often do you or your family currently use this car? We're going to be like, never, never. So we're just fine. We just use never. Just so we can be on the extreme. How often do you want to share your car? I want to share this car always, as often as possible, right? Click that in there. Again, they have questions that allow you to be in between that. So just answer according to what your situation is. This car is one for us 100% to do that. I'm going to get her another car, but we got to put this car to work so that we can show the concept, right? Advance notice at home, I don't know why, over 12 hours, it's ridiculous, right? And so 6 hours, let's say that. I don't know why it should be at 3, but I guess maybe I clicked the wrong button because it should be give you 3 hours. All right, and then minimum trip duration, 1 day is recommended. I go back and forth between that because I don't want this car. It's just too much to be just for one day, right? So it recommends one day. I'm just gonna go for it. We're gonna go 2 days, and then we're gonna go maximum trip duration. Sure, you want that car 50 bucks a day for whatever, let's do it. All right, so, and now it opens you up to nearly 1% trips. Okay, great. So if you all set a 1 day minimum, you can still require a longer week. Oh, let's just do that. Let's go 1 day recommend. And then if I start getting little 1 day pop-ins and all, it's going to lose. No, I don't want, I've done it already. This car has been driving me crazy. People just popping, I want to drive a Mercedes for a day. And then I got, no, absolutely not. So we're going to do a 2 day minimum and then go from there. So that's next. Yeah, because again, I've had history with this car, so I know this car. They love the car. The little guys come in, they want to be a baller for a day. I rent the car for 50 bucks on my side, and then I get 40 bucks, and then they got my car run around, they bring it back, and I got to wash it. So no, all right. And so I'm gonna fill in all this information here. Put in the data as far as what your car is. Auxiliary input. We got keyless entry. We got USB charger. We have a backup camera. We got Bluetooth. We got GPS. It is not pet friendly. You try to get dog hair out of your car. I still got a car that I love to death with my buddy and I are in on it. Can't get that hair out of it without finding somebody that's going to have a steamer or something get out of it. It's a nightmare. So we are not pet friendly. Sorry, if you're pet friendly, we're pet friendly. This is a business. So I'm not pet friendly in my business, but we can be pet friendly in your house. All right, USB inputs. It has a sunroof. No CarPlay. Let's see, heated seats, ski rack. It has heated seats. Has a toll pass, and I put a toll pass in all these cars so that way I don't get a bill for $100 because somebody didn't pay a $250 toll thing, right? So we got to go past that, and then it's just a description. Okay, this is the part where this is a pain. So you got to come up, you got to be ready for that. So I'm ready for it. So what I do is I go to AI. Whether you feel about AI or not, I don't know, but I will maximize all tools available to me. So I went into ChatGPT and I went there and asked them. I said, "Hey, can you help me create a description that's engaging, that's going to allow these people to want to rent my car?" I get 50 words plus. I was able to get that, and so then now I go back here, cut and paste, pop it in there. 63 words. Keep it up. Try for 100, and maybe I'll update it later. All right, but you got to be ready for that. You got to put that in there. All right, what's it saying next? What did I miss? Oh, yes, of course, you got to put that in there, right? So I'm going to put this in there and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back here. Well, then I noticed something. This thing is like, descriptions of 100 words or more get more effectiveness. So I may go to, after this, I'll go back to ChatGPT, see if I can get that little description to be 100 words or more and throw that in there, just update it, things like that. So, right? But you want to get past this and you want to get in there, okay? So now it's going to ask me to add photos. Again, I've prepared for this one. I've got photos in here that I took with my camera that I love. And let's see what we got. We got our Mercedes for professional photos. So I'm going to add all these in there. Boom, 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 boom. Again, I hope this is helping to have you walk through that. I'm going to also go through the settings, like what you should set and so forth. I'm a little concerned about that 6-hour home delivery thing. That's not a thing. That's not going to work out. That's going to affect my rental, so I'll adjust that after the fact. So, all right, open. It's going to pop in all our photos here. Okay, share this video with your wife, share with your kids. I'm so determined that our young people will have an entrepreneur spirit, and if they're able to see how they can do this, have your daughter, she's maybe in college, and and they maybe they're in school, and they'll teach you all this stuff. She may be a business major, or our son may be a business major, and so just give them, all you can do is plant the seed. They may be not risk averse, so obviously there's a lot of based on your upbringing, a lot of people are risk averse, but at least sow the seed. And then one day maybe they go, oh my God, my dad told me about that. I remember when my kid told me about, my son Blaine told me about crypto. And back then when it was like cheap. And I was like, man, I don't know anything about crypto. And I don't know if I want to do that. And then the freaking thing became like thousands of dollars. So I'm like, what can you do? All right, anyway, so, but plant the seed, look out for your children. So photos are in there. This main one here is the one you want to slide this over here and make that the first one that they see, and then go from there. All right, next you're gonna set up pay. Okay, I'm gonna set up this account. I'll be right back. All right, so got you all my business here, but yeah, so you do the Stripe thing. You put in information in there. Then they're gonna set up your accounts, agree and submit. So you show. I'm doing this, gentlemen. I'm really setting this up for my wife. Please, man, if you want to get bonded with your wife, do this for her. Say, you know what, man, depending, you may have a wife that's a, that may not go for it, but for the most part, just try. Just say, you know what, I want to show you this business. I want to make sure you have, see how you can turn this car from a liability to income into an asset, and let's go after me. I want to set you up for this, or go buy a car. Instead of buying her a ring, all this money, or buying stuff that buying a bag. I mean, I'm gonna mess y'all up. Bags and shoes are important. I'm in the luxury retail bag and shoe business. But imagine if you said, instead of buying that Birkin, go buy them 2 or 3 cars and put those cars to work. Hire a little person over there to wash and clean them, and have that money go direct to your income. She can buy her own Birkin with that money coming in. It might be something significant, right? Even if you show her, you know what, honey, I can show you how to, I'm going to spend this money and show you and put you in place so that you can replace that income from that job. And you make a choice. You want to take some time off. You still got money coming in. I'll show the business that way, right? So I'll be back. I'm going to go put this information in so we get this up again. So you're doing the Stripe. They're going to set up so you can get paid. You got to put in your routing number and account number. So I'll be right back. All right, gentlemen, real life, I'm trying to play nobody. I'm trying to figure anybody out. Adding my wife in, giving one of the cars over to her, having the money go directly into her income. And she's been very helpful as far as cleaning and flipping. And she loves the detail. So it's going to be beautiful. And then be able to get some pay from that, right? So she's getting some pay now. Again, it can only, my goal, my burden is my brothers will succeed. Their wives will love them. The kids will love them. They will be men in spiritual authority. And so, try this, gentlemen. And I'd love it if somebody would do this as a gift for their wife and send me information, or send me a little text, or send me a little email saying, hey, I tried this, and really my wife is looking at me a different way. She's been, it's really impacted our marriage. It's really allowed us to hit her. She's texting me again. And so I would love to hear those stories. I'd love to hear them, all right? And I'm going to try to make this into a series. I got to get my money right, but I'm trying to get this money right so then I can give some cars for my wife so she can have 4, 5, 6 cars up in her account as I build this thing to 1,000 cars, making 1,000 a month in the United States of America. Pray for me. I will get it done. I promise you. It's a done deal. I'm already there spiritually, right? I have no doubt my God is more than able. I'm not doing this. There's no coincidence or mistakes. I literally, just to show you how awesome God is. Number one thing in this business is maintenance, right? They go through tires like crazy, man. But again, depends how you start. So I would recommend to you, if you're a big baller, if you can do it right, if you're buying an economy car, you make sure you got to put some brand new tires on that sucker to start off with. Take the money, take the hit. Because tires are one thing you don't want to go out on you, and you want to also make sure that you give yourself the best head start you can on that, because they go through some tires on this business, right? And so get some brand new ones and set up in first, make sure they're all matched, get it all set up, make sure it's great thread depth, and then just go at it. So that's a little my FY little tip for you, okay? All right, tell us about your car, complete your orientation course, watch short videos to learn how to become a top rated. Okay, perfect. All right, you're almost done. All right, so we're going to watch some videos, I guess. And so I told them about the car already. We're going to watch some videos, so I'll take care of that. But so then hopefully you see where we're going after here. And then I'm going to get through this, and then I'm going to come back and show how to set the car up so that we actually, let me see if it'll let me go there right now. I don't know where about it. Yeah, let's do it right now. Perfect. There we go. Edit the listing. One unfinished step. That's great. All right, finish one more step, and guests can book your car. Great. Okay, that's perfect. We'll do that. All right, so let's go in here for pricing and discounts. All right, so remember, automatic pricing. Yeah, that's great. I need to start getting some money generating in this business for her. But renting my car for $30 a day, that car for $30 a day is going to get me some different kind of people, so that's not going to work out. So we're going to get off this automatic. They recommend 50. I appreciate your recommendation. We recommend 55, right? It's got to hurt them so that they understand the value of what we're giving them. and they're going to make a decision to drive another Mercedes, my wife's Mercedes, that they're going to make sure that they can handle any kind of hits that come along. All right, they can handle that premium gas price. Right now, I'm in San Diego, California. I don't know where you're at on October 5th, 2023, but unleaded, okay, just keep in mind this Mercedes takes premium. Unleaded is like $6.40 or $6.30, man. Really? Really? So you can't just get a $20 a day dude and give him your Mercedes because he's going to put unleaded gas. I hate to generalize, I'm sorry. But realistically, statistically wise, that dude's going to throw some unleaded gas in your premium vehicle because, you know what, they're on the budget plan, right? So that's not going to work out. If you want to rent a Mercedes, you're going to pay for it so you know that you paid for something that's valuable. And then you're going to be able to put premium gas in there, and it's probably got $7 a gallon, right? I'm in San Diego, California. So we want to make sure that you think that way, right? Just don't, oh, I just want to get some rentals, get it going. That's great, but you get that guy out there that's just, no. They need to be alert. They need to be tuned into what they're doing. They need to be able to have the assets to be able to rent this car, and if something happens, be able to take care of it. God, nothing. We pray over. Jesus Christ says nothing's going to happen to the vehicle. You're going to pray over your business. You're going to tithe, gentlemen. Please, please. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay. But for those that do, tithe on your business. You want God's protection in this business. You want God's protection on this business. If something should happen to a car and somebody's in it, you don't want anybody dying, you don't want anybody getting hurt, you don't want anybody rolling off the road, you don't want anything, you want God's protection in this business. So please, I'm not saying to you, you get your money put into your bank account, you get that $200 off that trip, send your tithe to your church that God blessed you with. And so again, it's called Men's Spiritual Authority. I believe that Christians also can be a force to be reckoned with, and so that I can get thousands of subscribers that love the Lord or respect the fact that I trust my God and I trust my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And we're all in, right? And so let's see here. So we have to decide on this 3+ day discount. So I only give 5% because it gives. Yeah, I think that shows that number discounted on the preview when the people are looking at the cars to choose. So you want to put that in. That was before I was doing nothing in there, and I'm like, you know why? I want to motivate them towards multiple day trips. Those 1 day things are not really working. I mean, they're fine. They work. You don't want to have gaps. If my car is sitting for 2 days, let's go out for a day. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But realistically, you want to get 2, 3, 4+ days, right? So you motivate them for 3+ days to get 5%, 7+ day you get. They recommend 50%. Get out of there with that. I literally fell for this again, and someone rented my 2022 Toyota Camry for a month and a half. Thank God I put the rate up high, so it didn't get me like I got on my first time when I got it. If you watch my videos, 2017 Camry, somebody had 2.5 months. I think I was making $19 a day after all the discounts and all stuff like that. So then you got to be careful with this because you don't know what somebody may go in and say, "Dang, I love this car. I'm renting it for 3 months," and then you're got a 30%, 30+ day discount. Now they get like $1,000 off, which again, what they rented, who knows, right? But they love the car. Everything worked. The visuals worked. The introduction of it worked. The picture used worked. I think they're going to go all the way through. You don't have to give away the whole farm, right? So we're going to do 5% for 3 day, 10% for 7 day. Maybe I'll give them 15% for 30 day, right? Can't hurt it, but I'm not giving you 30%. That's absolutely madness. All right, and then I raised the price up to 55 cents, so $55 a day, so that should be ideal. All right, hopefully, come on, hang in there. We got this. This is so important. You must set that car up right from the very beginning, otherwise, it's not going to be pretty, right? All right, so location and delivery. So you go in there, earn more with delivery. Yes, we do. We understand. We're all about delivery. But again, if you're just starting out, you want to test it out. You may not have a wife that's be around so she can help you drop off, pick up, all that kind of stuff. But she loves she loves the idea of you wanting to bless her. Then just put it on the drop off at the house, pick up at the house, and call it good. Just to get started. You're going to make money, I promise you. If you do your research, you figure out get the right car, understand your marketplace, you will make money. Okay. At worst case, I gotta say you're gonna cover your car payment, which is money staying in your pocket instead of going out of your pocket. That's a win right there, right? especially if your wife's paying or you're paying, whatever it is, you're still gonna, it's gonna be a saving. You're gonna be like, hey, honey, we made $500 some. That covers the car payment, right? That's a beautiful thing. You want to be that guy. You want to be the guy that your wife sees is pivoting and that is open to other options, or that you're just not the only one, or they're not the only ones who are making money, that there can be money to be made passively as well. All right, so choose your own delivery. Okay, great. We're good with that. Communicates key. Yes, we will do that. All right, so now we have location delivery. So they have the home delivery, got the house over there, blah, blah, blah. Down the street kind of place right there, so they can drop it off. Nobody comes to my house. It's craziness. All right, then delivery directions, add delivery location. So you go in there and I put the San Diego International Airport, and then I go, hey, choose that, no free, as I got that airport's a nightmare. It gets $2.50 for every 15 minutes, and so realistically, they're gonna get you coming out of there. So you want to make sure you do it. So I'm gonna do for this car again. I want it to be something that they think about. We don't want the regular guy trying to run in there and get a Mercedes. Oh, let me get fancy, and then they're not fancy. They're not in the fancy level, right? And so I've gone back from between 35 and 40. I just do 35. I want to get it rented so my wife can see. Then possibly I'll adjust it next month to look at it, right? Meet your gas. We don't meet any gas. So we don't. And lockbox not good at the airport. So we do other. I am working on getting putting. And I may just put, because I have them already, putting the trackers on the cars that allow for a, you guys send an email and the client can just click on the link on the email and it opens the car. So I think I've been trying to figure out what cars to do it on, but I think since we're going to move forward from a business perspective with this car for my wife, I think I may just put it on this car. But for right now, we're just going to let them know that I will send you the location. I will park the car and send you the location and the location of the key. All right, so we got that in there. Perfect. All right. And then you add that location. Beautiful. There we go. And then, boom, beautiful. Okay, so we got home, delivery, and then guest location. We want to go click on that. We want to enable that, of course. We want to do that, but no, nothing. Can't do free because I may not be able to get out of there without Uber if somebody's not. If people are acting up and there's nobody to help. All right, distance from home location. And nope, any distance is not going to work. I'm not driving the car all the way to Los Angeles for you. I'm in San Diego. So we do 15 miles. Again, from my house, 15 miles goes a long way, so we'll do that, right? And again, we're not trying to go all the way to, if you're familiar with San Diego, we're not trying all the way to Carlsbad or La Jolla for $35, right? So we're just going to do, we'll see what works, right? Typically, you want to use that as a thing that forces them to come pick it up from your house because that's an easy turn, right? Free delivery no, I do not want to offer free delivery for longer trips, but let's see. Let's look at this, right? For longer trips. No. You do 2 weeks or longer, I'll give you free delivery. Only reason that I have an issue with that is because so many times you're going to have a cost associated with dropping that car off at the airport and delivery, and so you don't want to do free if you don't have to because it could be impact the numbers, and you want to make numbers that make sense, right? All right, guest instructions. Pick up and return. I'm going to do a template for all those. And then there should be welcome message, pick up, okay, so I don't have to worry about that. All this stuff is going to be in the templates that we put in, right? All right, again, hope this is helping you. I love y'all. I just want y'all to be blessed. I want your wives to love you. I want your kids to love you. I want your family to love you, respect you. And so this is how we do it, right? The photos are in there. Beautiful. We got photos. Details, we got all this detail in there. It's we want premium gasoline. I even bought, I'll play with these people. I bought a sticker from Amazon that you put right over there on the gas tank and the gas where the gas thing is, and you say, hey, premium gas only. Just as a reminder. Also, I have a specific template that I have sent out. Hey, this car is premium vehicle. Thank you for blah blah blah. You will not have no excuse for you to be able to put anything less than premium because it's going to destroy the car. Okay. So you want to make sure Let's travelers know any additional features. There's leather seats. How about that? There we go. We got some. We'll maximize the thing. It has leather seats. Beautiful car. I love this car. I mean, it's only a 2016, but it generates income. People love it, and it's smooth. My wife loves that car. It drives really nicely, right? All right, I'm gonna work on that fact stuff later. It's white. Let's do it. Save. All right. What else do we have here? So now we have extras. Okay. This is not gonna work here. This it's not gonna work out because prepared fuel right now is gonna be absolutely no way. At $7 a gallon, we don't do that. So remove the extra. Not right now, right? That's great. Thank you for that. All right, so no extra. You can do, you know, again, this is because this car is specific, right? So it's a premium vehicle. If I do prepaid fuel, it's going to have to be like $100 and something, which they're not going to take, so why waste your time? And then I don't want to have to refill the gas at the wrong time and pay $7 or $8 a gallon, right? So I'll let you, you use it. I'll fill it for you, give it to you full. Always give it to them full. Come on, don't be, just give it to them full. That way they know, and I have a note in that says, take a picture of the gas tank the way you got it, so that way on return you will all be okay. I told them, I give them in the template, I say, take a picture of the gas tank, what level it's at, when you pick the car up, and you keep that and upload it into the app, so that we have no issue with gas. I don't want to hear about, oh, you know, it was at this, it was at that. I take multiple pictures of the gas tank when I drop it off. I don't like to play with that, right? And then I tell you to take pictures so you have that, so we're on the same page, so nobody's gonna be like trying to play anybody. Oh, you know, it really wasn't at that. It was like, I'm like, no, it was at this, right? And then you confirmed it because I told you to take a photo of it, right? And so distance included. Unlimited distance, absolutely not. And $200 a day, 200 miles a day, based on the vehicle I have, yes. Typically, I would do like for my Hondas and Nissans and Toyotas, I'm at 250 a day, right? Because sometimes they freak out. They're like, man, it's 200 enough, but it's 200 a day. So if they got it for 3 days, they get 600 miles, right? But this car, people love to take this car to Vegas. On both rentals, these dudes came through there and on two big rentals. I mean, it wasn't like ridiculous amount of money, but they rented it for 4 or 5 days, and they were gone. They hit Vegas right back with a ridiculous amount of miles on it, right? And this is when we first put the car out there. So I'm like, no, 200 miles is fine. This is not the Vegas car. You can take my 2022 Toyota Camry to Vegas. Roll. That car is made for the road. It's made for gas efficiency. It's made for comfort on your road. I don't do that, right? You want to be a big baller. Don't be a big baller in my Mercedes all the way to Vegas. You know, go down there and rent one there and drive around the strip. Just saying. Vehicle protection. Okay, key. All right, this thing right here better not be putting this car on me again, right? All right, so current plan 75. So we're going to go with 75, 250 deductible. We talked about that in the very beginning, why we like that. Again, so if something happens and the person won't pay or you got to chase them down, you just tell Turo to handle it for you, and then Turo's going to handle it with $250 deductible. They're gonna take your estimate. They're gonna get an estimate from their guy, and then they're gonna come back and they're gonna like, okay, great, this is what we normally came up with. We're gonna take $250 off the top, and then here is what you get. All right, you don't want them taking $750 off the top in case the worst case scenario. You don't want them taking the top. You know, I mean, you might not care, but $1,500 off the top, $2,500 off the top. That's not. What's the point of filing that claim? It's over, right? So we're gonna say. So the other one, if you want, I'll show you just so we're live. 60 is a 60% plan. It's got zero deductible. It covers, this I gotta let you know. So replacement vehicle, $50 a day, so you can put the car to work, right? And then loss of wholesale income is included. So if you lose money because the car's got to go in the shop, they'll pay for that on the 60% plan. On the 75% plan, exterior wear and tear is not included. You know, I mean, yeah, depending on the car. If you got a car that you love and you're just you're gonna be a risk taker and put your brand new nice Mercedes out there. Then you don't want them dings and pings. You're gonna go with that. You're gonna go with that 60% plan if you want to fight those battles every time. But if you do the 75% plan with 250 deductible, wear and tear outside is not gonna work out. So they scrape your rims and not gonna get it covered. Replacement vehicle, $30 a day. Loss of hosting income is not included, and then we all got the liability coverage, right? So then we go to the trip history. We have no trips on this car. So, I mean, this car on this, when my wife set up, there's nothing in there. Trip preferences. Okay, so we're gonna do book instantly. I think in one of my videos I talked about how important this is. This is how you get become an R-Star host, because one of the criteria for that is how responsive you are and how quick you respond. And so if you've got automatic booking for home, delivery, and guest, you will automatically get that criteria all done because you're booking instantly, you're responding instantly, right? So you want to do that unless you've got a circumstance that doesn't allow you to do that. But booking it instantly is powerful. And then if you have need to adjust some things, adjust it on this here, advance notice, right? And so this is nonsense. 6 hours advance notice at my house? Come on, craziness. 3 hours, right? Delivery locations. You want to make it, 80% of trips. Okay. Lowering your minimum notice. Okay. 2 hours. What does that get me? 1 hour. Delivery location. What do you mean? I don't know. All right. Let's go with 3 hours. I usually just 3 hours for everything, so it's fine. But again, if you're booking instantly, then and you're not paying attention, all of a sudden you're gonna have like your 3 hours maybe eaten into. You got like 1 hour to get it there, but at least you're not at 1 hour, so you should be able to be okay and catch it. They will give you alerts, right? Trip buffer for home location. We will 3 hours is good, which means that when somebody returns the vehicle, you have 3 hours there. They give you 3 hours to be able to prepare for the next one. So somebody can't go in and the car just came back like 10 minutes ago. Interesting. It's telling me I didn't pick a guest location. The car just came back a few minutes ago, and all of a sudden it's going out again. Remote delivery. Thank you. Let's see here. So we got that. We got the airport, and then I thought I turned on guest location. Yeah. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All right. Anyway, trip preferences. And so, so guest location. Okay, we want to do 3 hours. We're going to do 3 hours. Do 3 hours. I remember I woke up. So, I mean, this has saved me so many times. Like, I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I had seen my business the day before, so I knew I had a plan for the next day. And I get up and I'm praying, and then all of a sudden I look and I see I got I have a pickup at 3 o'clock. I mean at 7 a.m. from my house. Now if I didn't have that little 3 hour notice thing, I could have been. It could have been like I could have been waking up 4 o'clock to go pray and spend time with the Lord, and then have a dude coming to get it at 4:15. So I don't play like that. And so the buffer at least gives you a little chance to get some breathing room to be able to get to it. At least for me, my car wash, which is right next door, again, God's been looking out for me. It's like they open at 7. So you're going to come get me at 5 o'clock in the morning. My car just came back late last night. I wasn't able to wash it or clean it and in the dark. And then you're going to come before the car wash opens at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be a problem. I mean, getting up early is not the issue, but I mean, it's dark. I like to have my car out there representing well. So I don't want to be throwing some vacuum in the dark car, and then all of a sudden in the daylight it looks like heck, and you thought you did something good. So you should give yourself a buffer just so you can do the best, put your best foot forward. Set the shortest and longest trip that gets we're going. Okay, so I did 2 days, and longest as any. I'll probably check my wife on that one, but it doesn't matter. Put any there. Shortest possible trip. I still think 2 days. I'm you know what? It's fine. We're trying to get rich. We're just trying to get right. So I'm gonna do 3 days. My shortest trip. Sorry, this is. If you want the car, let's get the car for 3 days. Come 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be all right. I mean, I get every booking, but I'll get the bookings I get will be nice, right? At my $55 a day. I will consider longer trips, right? So you again run your business. I mean, initially when I first started this off, I was trying to replace work income, and so I was desperate for every dollar. But right now I'm at the point where the business is the business, and so I just need to change the save. I just want it to do what it does based on good business practices, where you do, instead of a 90% plan with a $2,500 exposure, you do a 75% plan with $250 exposure, so you'll be fine, right? And so that should be it, gentlemen. I love y'all. Please, somebody be inspired, and somebody say, hey, man, let me do this for my daughter. Let me do this for my son. Let me do this for my wife. I get it that you feel good about yourself. You have faith because you got that money in the bank. But that's not real faith. If you're trusting in that money in the bank to be your faith, try God. Trust Jesus, right? Put that money to work. His Bible, man, says that you should take your portion, divided between, it's in Ecclesiastes 7 and 8, different sources, okay? Do not just let the money sit in the bank and rest and not go to bed saying, oh, I'm good, I got money in the bank. Be fruitful and multiply. Be fruitful and multiply. That's Bible. Okay? What did you do with what God gave you? I have no idea. All my block requests before and after every trip. I have no idea why this is acting up, but maybe it's because I haven't finished this last step. Anyway, so love y'all. Appreciate you very, very, very much for watching this. I'm hoping you'll watch it to the very end. Again, please like, subscribe, comments. I would love for this thing to go crazy, and people, men all over are watching this. Wives are like, hey, how come you're not like that dude and setting up an account for your wife? I want to put some pressure on y'all to man up, take care of your business, and let your wives know that you are legit, that you can take care of them, that you got resources, that you will multiply, that you have passive income, that you have other streams of income. Come on. Don't be mad at me because I love y'all. I want y'all to be the best of the best. We want y'all to be the men in spiritual authority that are on the front lines, taking hits for your family, protecting them, guarding, directing, getting ahead of it. If there's a wealth transfer coming, you got to give God something to transfer wealth into. He's not going to transfer wealth into your 9-to-5 job. I'm sorry, we're not going to get, we're going to get raised. No, that's not how wealth transfer works. You got to be in a place where God can bless your business in the marketplace, bless your finances, bless your return on your investment, give you high interest. I mean, you got to be in a place where God can do that, right? So God was going to say to you, where am I going to transfer this wealth to in your household? You're not doing anything that requires that will allow me. You have no bucket. You have no basket. You have nothing to hold the oil. So it's a long one. I may not. But anyway, hopefully it's been beneficial. I love y'all. Next time.